Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of City of Thorns. How are y'all doing? Second class, McCarthy. Mr. Cobra Cry. Mr. Cobra Cry! Holy balls my mouth today. Minime and Luna, how are y'all doing?
Hi.
Good. Just really, really, really tired and warm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's getting quite hot here currently.
I'm the opposite.
Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
A lot.
90.
Yeah, 80, 90, 89, 90.
Yeah.
That's not hot. Not hot at all.
No, not at all.
Sorry. I'm
From a boy
sorry,
from
that's not
Pretoria,
hot.
That's warm.
No. I live in 120-degree weather. That's not hot.
That's 102 degrees Celsius. Ah, Fahrenheit.
Oh, is it 102? Okay. Now we know.
Sounds like a
That's
beautiful
warm.
winter day.
I'm trying something here with my mic positioned right in front of me. So I won't be able to respond to chat. Isn't that fun? At
Audio quality is good.
least, yeah. So let's start the music. What have you guys been playing?
Nothing.
Fuck all. Busy studying.
Hmm.
The Outer Worlds, and it's freaking great.
Okay. How much is the Outer Worlds, by the way?
50 euros.
So that's like 1,000 rand for us almost.
Yep.
Look, son.
Same as Modern Warfare, Borderlands 3, Gears of War 5. All of them about $1,000 for us.
$1,000
Yeah.
for a game.
Yeah.
Shit, it's been a long
PC
time.
game. That's not even console.
When I used to be there, it was like 60 rand to like 100 rand. Now it's 1,000.
No, rand? No, no,
What?
no. What? When were you in South Africa when you played games that were that cheap?
Good lord.
I'm pretty
That must have been
sure.
when I was
All,
like 5 years old.
I don't know, but the games I used to get were like 100 rand to like 120. That was probably the most I spent is 120, maybe 200 on like a PlayStation game. But
Oh,
I
but
never
that's
spent a
that's
rand.
back in the late 90s. Yeah.
Late 90s.
Holy
thousands.
shit!
Yeah, like
So I used
it
to buy the
started
fucking
it
Sims.
it jumped over to like all of a sudden we woke up and it was like, oh, it's now 600 rand. Like, okay, cool. And then it went from 600, and then the first game I think that came out, that was Monster Hunter World, was $1,000. No, Sea of Thieves was $1,000. Right there. Yeah,
That's fucked up.
that is
I'm
fucked up.
sorry. That is 600 rand is like gas and groceries.
To put it into perspective, my monthly expenditures, it's a seventh. The price of that game is a seventh of my monthly expenditures.
That's fucking crazy.
That is fucked up. That is fucked
Yeah,
up.
I'm not going back home. I'm good here.
So, yeah, okay, Outer Worlds for Mr. Second Class. Mr. Jared, or Cobra Kai, has done some studying. Olivia, aside from spending time with wonderful family, the in-laws, and
The
mucking
in-laws.
and looking after kids, be frustrated at them, you haven't played anything, I take it.
Nope. My husband's been playing EverQuest, so I've just been watching him play EverQuest while I sit and just crave to go home.
And Luna Sanguine, aside from getting cold and not eating a lot of chocolates because you're in Belgium,
I don't actually eat that many chocolates.
oh, I would gain like fucking 70 kilograms. That's about
I
7,000 pounds in
have-
American terms.
I have picked up a bit, but it's not from the chocolate, it's from the fries.
Oh, yeah, it is. I would just gain weight from all the chocolate I'll be eating, so I'm not gonna eat. I don't even want to go there. Although I hear it's pretty damn cold right now, which is perfect for me.
It is cold. Yeah, I've been playing a bit of ESO, a bit of Dark Souls, a bit of Overwatch. Yeah, pretty much it.
I told some of my friends about your fun adventures in Dark Souls, and they looked at me and it's like, why? Why? Why would you
Because
do
it's
that to
fun.
yourself?
You know what's even better is when I take my friends through Dark Souls.
Damn.
I will send you a clip later and you're gonna laugh at it.
I'm good. I broke 3 controllers in my time playing Dark Souls. I'm good.
No, Dark Souls was one of like 2 or 3 games where I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna stream this game ever again, just because I got so frustrated, and if I'm frustrated, it's not a good streaming experience. So I was like, fuck it. No, fuck it. So frustrated that you stop playing the game, like, fuck that shit. And then they're like, no, play Dark Souls 3, it's easier. And I'm like, no.
You should actually
good.
play Dark Souls 3. It is easier, and I think you will enjoy it a lot more.
It's a lot more fun. I wouldn't say it's a lot easier, but it's a lot more
I
fun.
prefer Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls 1.
So,
Definitely.
before we continue, a couple of shilling and all that. You can support us on Patreon over at patreon.com/City of Thorns. Any amount will do. $1 tier gives you access to the Discord. $5 tier gives you access to Discord and the after show. $10 tier is Discord, after show, and behind the scenes stuff. So essentially, I'm busy working on maps that I'm going to upload on the $10 reward tier, that you can actually see where certain things happened and what episode and what the area looked like. Yeah, that's a new addition to the $10 tier that I'm gonna add soon. Of course, you can support us just by watching and retweeting our tweets on the Insta tweets or whatever the hell it is. And another way to support us is tell everybody about the show. Always freaking awesome. And then onto the disclaimer, because it is a world of darkness. Okay? This is a world of darkness, where the people are playing characters that are actual monsters. And they do monster stuff. They do nasty things sometimes. Sometimes nasty things happen around them because it is the world of darkness. It's basically our modern world, but just with a darker veil drawn across it. There are topics that have been covered in the past. Again, was the biggest one, the last one I remember was suicide. And yes, if it makes you uncomfortable, turn away, switch off the stream, come back. Your sanity and your mental well-being is the most important. We won't hold it against you. Now, onto the show. What do you guys remember? Let's start off with second class. What do you remember of last week?
No, don't start off with me.
Oh no, wait, you just woke up. Maybe I should skip you for a bit. Let's go with someone who's been active quite a bit and frustrated us all hell. Olivia.
Okay, firstly, out of everyone, I woke up the most recently because of time zones. Just want to point out, and I haven't had coffee. Honestly, I don't know. All I know is Olivia went to Fair Emery back at the farm she was bred in, and then she was in a car driving out to meet with the others, and I think she was going to go meet Theo, who was on a mission to go find out what happened, because she discovered that one of the statues she made, the child had already, she was murdered, not died naturally. And she went to the mother, had this kick-ass scene, torturing her for information. So I guess we're on a mission now to go find the dad and work out what the hell actually happened that night.
Okay. Plus, anything else to fill in there, Theodora? Also, Minime, you took about 20 photos of the area.
Me?
On your phone, yes, on your phone. You took about 20 photos. You took a photo of the farm. Yeah, you took a photo.
Yeah, I took photos.
Yeah, so you can look at it and you can go through the photos, and if you've got any questions about them, tell you what it is, what's on the photos and whatever. About 20 photos.
Okay. I don't have a notebook. I'll remember.
About four of them was of the one of the sign that you saw painted in the floor. from different
Okay.
angles.
Of
'Cause you
that,
didn't-
shield, right?
of that shield thing, yeah. You don't know if it's... Yeah, you just took pictures of it and hopefully somebody will recognize. And Mr. Sean McLaughlin or Cobra Kai, what can you fill us in?
Oi, lad. So yeah, I spoke to Zakar the last time, and he told me a lot of the stuff that him and my mother did in the past, where they both worked for a place. I'm not going to disclose because I can't yet. You're gonna have to wait for that. I'm sorry. And yeah, she is still alive, and she is possibly a psycho lunatic that can cause major potential issues for our entire group in the future. So we need to find her ASAP.
And now second-class elitist. Listen. What's the missing stuff?
I didn't actually have much that I was specifically doing in the last segment, which is fine. My character's not designed to be center stage anyway.
Didn't do a lot in the last segment?
I want to say no.
You visited a house.
Oh, right, yeah. So we visited a house from my protege and found out that he's getting involved in some dangerous magic shit. And after that, we went back to Zakar's and we did further research that fed into what's already been discussed. Yay!
Okay, cool. Now time, again, need to reiterate, this makes you feel uncomfortable. You know, don't feel bad for leaving the stream or just closing off the stream for about the next 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
You do you.
Yeah, you do you, basically. The camera faces a row of computers. Definitely more than 10 with in front of them. And they're looking at the screens. The room is dark, only dimly lit by the light emanating from the monitors. The camera zooms in on a particular computer, and you can see the outline of a man, what one would perceive as a man, sitting and looking at this monitor. Things you notice about the screen, what he's looking at, it's got a video feed, something resembling a chat, and a big button with the word bid on it. But your attention is quickly drawn to what's happening on the video feed. On the video feed is a girl in a room with what looks like a bathtub and part of a bed behind her, dressed in a Catholic outfit, standing still and just looking at the camera. The color of youth and innocence all but drained from her sky blue eyes. You see the mouse pointer hover over her face for a bit, and then move towards the bid button. You see the number 5,000 being typed. As the person hits send, you can see 5,000 rand on screen on the monitor for about 10 seconds. After it, then it disappears for about 2 or 3 seconds, and it pops up again. When it does pop up, the number that it showed switched from 5,000 to 10,000 rand. And immediately you hear frantic typing and the number changes to 12,000 rand. It goes through the whole flashing process up to 3 times. And the words, "You got the bid, go to door 4, shows up on the screen. The words disappear. The camera moves closer in on the screen. Eventually moves through it. And you hear a very excited, flamboyant male voice from somewhere. Good, good. Be very good to the man. He's got you for 12 hours. Upon hearing this, the girl makes an audible gasp. And the camera changes angle so that you can see the back of her head looking toward what looks like a blackout curtain. The curtain moves to the side, and the camera pans down so that you can see her feet and someone else's feet wearing dress shoes. Mickey Mouse panties falls to her feet, followed shortly by the dress. The camera cuts again to the room with the computer, and numbers flashing every now and then. You catch glimpses of boys and girls in all sorts of attire, from swimwear to doctor's, nurse's outfit, that whole thing. The camera backs up and away so that the viewer can see everything from top-down perspective. And you see a bunch of rooms and some men and women making their way. The camera shifts once more to a singular computer screen that contains what seems to be a bank account with numbers, and the number increasing from 50,000 rand to 64,000 rand to 100,000. And it continues this counting up of numbers. And it's seemingly random numbers. Next, camera focuses on a mouth with its lower lip pierced, smiling, and in the background, like in the neck, you could see what seems to be like tufts of pink hair, longish pink hair. The camera hard cuts to a room, pink-haired man sitting in front of a computer. As he moves towards the side, see and hear him snort something. Olivia, you're entering Bloemfontein. The driver has been instructed to drop you off at the library, unless you tell him otherwise. It's almost sunrise. Have to probably get there and pass the help. Where do we find second class? Where do we find John, Sean, and Theodora?
I think I'm still at the mall.
You're making your way from the mall.
I think John and I were still at Zakar's place.
I agree.
Yeah, we were. We just finished talking to him about Jack.
Yeah. So this is still early in the night. Olivia, you're still on your way to Blue. Where do you go next, Theodora? Got the info. Do you know what info... What's the info you got? And refresh our memory. I know what info you have. I need you to tell me if you remember everything I gave you.
All the info I gotten was that his name is Adam and he is somewhere in Kimberly.
Okay. Cool. Where do you go to next?
It's a good question. I think I should possibly go home, pack up some stuff, and see what everybody else has got planned.
Okay.
Before we make our way.
Luckily, the mall ain't that far away from your place. You get there within 15 minutes walking. You arrive. And the first thing is, or the first thing you hear is, again, girl singing, humming, maybe, and she's singing what sounds like "What Shall We Do with a Drunken Sailor?"
Okay.
And she randomly like halfway through the song, she would like halfway through humming like, she will hum it and then she'll say something like, make him happy, late in the humming a bit, and then she'll seemingly sing about her dog, whose name was Rex, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
Yeah, it was Rex. And after a while, it sort of fades away because you kind of block it out because it's something that's there now.
It's so annoying. I cannot live like this. Girl needs to go. Ugh, I cannot live with a ghost child in my gallery. It's cannot.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna ask her, little girl, please. Can you not? Can we play the quiet game? How about that? Do you want to play the quiet game?
And you, as you say this to her mid-sentence or mid-song, she, like, while you're speaking to her, all of a sudden, as if to block you out, she sings the words, "What shall we do with a drunken uncle?" And she stops herself. Like, games? I like games. What game? The quiet game?
Yes, the quiet game.
Okay, the quiet game it is then.
Good.
She silent.
Oh.
Roll me a d10, please.
I've lost my other edit.
Here, something falls and crashes to.
What the hell? Oh, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna see what has fallen.
You remember that statue they made in honor of a girl
Yes.
with the wings and
Yes.
it got knocked.
The one that's still in auction.
One that's still on.
Oh.
It didn't break. Luckily, it didn't break. That was why you rolled the d10. You were trying to see if it's gonna break or not. It didn't break. Got a couple of scuff marks on it, but
My God. What was her name?
I'm hiding.
You hiding? Can you not knock things over?
But I need to get behind things to hide from the bad men.
What bad men? There's no bad men here. I'm gonna pick up the statue, put it back down, inspect it, make sure I'll.
Aside from a couple of scuff marks, the scuff marks can literally be attributed to, like, the artist probably not really paying close attention to certain parts of it. You can rub it out if you can just buff it out.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna put it.
yeah, just like rub it out. Rub one out. Ugh, sorry.
Oh my goodness. So, Belinda, can you not stand behind my statues, please? You can go hide behind the desk, but not my statue.
Hear a door slam shut.
Don't slam
somewhere-
the bloody doors.
It's somewhere. It's in the direction of where you, well, where people think you live. Like this, where if people were to walk around and they explored, like if someone were to break in, like, this is a bedroom. That's where you supposedly sleep. That's where you usually go to get ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not your hidey hole under the ground type of thing.
No, that's my. Well, if she's in there, that's fine. I'm going to message Olivia, see what she's up to.
And it fades away. What do you message Olivia?
Hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. What's up? What are you doing? We need to catch up.
You do have cell phone reception, Olivia, so you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're on the way
Take
to
this
Bloom now.
kid
You're
away
on.
from me.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
You're about-
very un-Theo-like, just by the way.
you're about
Heading.
4 hours
How far
out.
am I?
4 hours out
Okay.
of Bloom. You're at
Okay,
Velcom,
4
if I
hours.
remember correctly. Yeah.
I've been to Volcom.
Yeah.
I played hockey there.
Yeah, you're at Velcom. They're about 4 hours away from, I think.
Okay. 4 hours out. Just got done with some business back home. Be in soon.
Alright, well, I guess I'm stuck here for 4 hours. And nothing to do unless the boys have something that they need assistance with. I don't want to be around a singing child all evening. I'm gonna message second class. Well,
John.
John Andrews, yes. And see what's happening over there.
Why do you message him?
So, guys, what's up? All right, so Olivier is, not here, and what are you doing?
Now the question is, did I get that message?
You did.
Okay.
Ah.
Now the question is,
It's one of the few numbers that's been saved on this awesome phone of yours.
I know, right? My
Yeah.
brand new phone,
Yeah.
which is so cool because Zakar is such an awesome guy.
Yeah.
iPhone 11 Pro.
What's the nickname you would?
Researching-
What's the nickname you would give? Like you've mentioned this nickname probably to one or two people. Like for example, when I meet people in clubs and I don't know, they tell me their names and I don't remember them, I give them nicknames. Blue-haired lady
Right.
1, or pink-haired lady this. So what sort of nickname, John?
Hmm.
Come back to me on that one.
Probably Posh.
Posh. So on the phone, Posh sends you a message. So you know it's from her.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. What do you...
Researching strange local magic stuff at Zakar's.
All right, then. That sounds like fun. I'm gonna come on over.
What's the info you had gotten? You were there for the entire conversation.
From what I remember, Zakar basically told us what a Sangoma is, but he doesn't recall. He doesn't. Well, I think he did hear a rumor or a whisper somewhere about some magical Sangoma that he just never followed up on. And we told him about the whole thing that happened with Jack, but I can't remember what he told us exactly.
Yeah, he had said that he wasn't aware of anyone in the area that was actually strong enough to do this, but that he had heard rumors of someone that he had never really followed up on it. And he basically described exactly what Sean had seen, so Sean was able to confirm that that's what it was. And John was mostly oblivious to the conversation, as he is anytime they talk about anything.
Not punchy wise. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Like politics, subterfuge, interpersonal meandering, that he can follow. Once you start talking about either science or magic, either direction, he's just gone. So that was about it. We know that there's a lead that we need to follow up on. We're just not sure where. And that he was going to talk to the hag and see if she could shine any more light on it. And I think that's about where we left off with it.
He's like, well, I'm gonna put her on speaker, talk to her. God, what the hell? brings up a number. Here. Hello, dearie. Hey, Granny. So I've just been informed that there's a potential Sangoma with the likelihood of ours doing the rounds here. Bloemfontein. Yeah, it was really Sangoma? Yeah. So that's why I'm shocked as well. They usually don't have powers, do they? No, not necessarily. But if you get enough people to believe in that sort of thing, then potentially they could. You know, there were random cases. She starts mentioning dates, the 3 incidents where shit like this had happened, but this was all entirely by accident. I believe this is just by accident. I mean, know what the person did, the Sangoma did? Did she look like she knew what she was? Do you have any more info? You all hear this, but you're muted.
You're right. It looks like it was intentional in that it was designed to make a warrior stronger. So my assumption would be that that's, pretty old school in this regard.
The big thing, was there a crowd when she did?
Oh, we only saw the after effects, so I don't know.
The fuck if we know. All we saw was a golden mist, and from what I was able to pick up using my elf eyes, golden lion paws wherever he stepped.
I know it hurt like hell.
Golden lion, you say? Interesting. Well,
Does that mean something to you?
That there is something you can do to imbue someone with the qualities of an animal, and only those sensitive to the sight can actually sometimes see the effects. If this is true, the spell or the ritual or incantation or whatever the hell this Sangoma calls it, if they continue to apply this, then that means they've gotten their hands on a book or some sort of knowledge from our group, and those things aren't easy to come by if you're the whole golden thing gave it away. The big thing is, if he continues on this path, it will get dangerous for him. Has he been acting out of normal way of acting? Has he been did he become more lion-like?
I would say he's possibly a little bit more aggressive, but again, he's a fighter, so it's tough to tell. But yeah, I think that he's a little bit less controlled than normal.
Interesting. Where does he live? And I guess you give her the address.
I give her the address, yeah.
Interesting. I'll look into this. Zakar, Olivia's on her way, apparently. She's done her things, apparently. As far as I can tell, they're about 3.5 hours away. Like, okay, cool, thanks. I'll see you. Thanks for the help, and we'll get them on this, or we'll try and sort something out. Anything else I can help you with, dearies? Bar looks at you like,
yeah. Not that I can think of at the moment.
And she's quiet for a bit. And Sean, dearie, are you there?
Yes, Baba Yaga, how can I help?
Anything I can help you with?
I do have one question. Is it possible for Kindred to suffer from very, very late stage dementia?
Yes.
And what could this cause? How dangerous can someone like that become?
Oh, you should know, dear. She chuckles.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
That answers that question.
And she puts the phone down without saying goodbye or anything. You hear him say, well, that answers the question, Eudora, as you... They're all huddled around and Zakar puts... And he sees you. Ah, Laura.
Good evening.
Yes, about that thing.
Yes.
We're sorting it out as we speak.
Well,
It should be sorted before the end of the night. Should be, if not by tomorrow at the latest. So the entity that's bothering you shouldn't be there at the latest tomorrow.
Zakar, I have learned some other news about said entity, and I don't think that is going to do the trick. It seems that the only way I'm going to get rid of this little one is to avenge her.
Would it be too cheesy to make an Avengers joke here?
I was trying not to.
The car chuckles. And he looks at you, Theodore. Who wanted...
Look, from what I could pick up, was that she did not die of natural causes. She was abused and possibly was violated by her father, who killed her.
That's it. Somebody's gonna die tonight. Where is he?
The little color he has left. And he's like...
Not at the moment. I went to speak with the mother, and according to the mother, he is currently in Kimberly, but I think that there is more than one child involved.
Roll me a... Let's go, roll me a... Let's call it a wits etiquette. Any one of you who's got that at least. Well, not you,
Yeah,
Lydia.
no, I just want to look.
You moved forward, I'm like, what?
I'm curious if I even have etiquette in my life. I'm not a very
Etiquette
classy
with-
person.
0 etiquette.
I have
Six.
0 etiquette.
I have two.
Six
Makes
aces.
sense.
In your
Of
case,
course
John...
you do.
In your case, John, it would be probably wits and performance. Or etiquette. Okay, cool. Both of you got 2. At the mention of the word Kimberly, is for an instant shifted to a sort of uncomfortable. You could see he was like for an instant very uncomfortable. And then he
Zakar?
goes back to normal. And he's like, oh, Kimberly.
Interesting.
Okay. Where's the mother?
Got her name. She's one of my clients. Oh my goodness, what is her name? Joan!
Who?
Joan, yes.
Her name?
Joan. What's the woman? I forgot.
Super excited because she got the
Oh my goodness. I really need to sort out my book here. Seriously.
Is that Smith or something?
No. Carnegie. No, that's Joan. Yes, Carnegie.
Carnegie. Carnegie. Yes, Carnegie.
Carnegie.
Carnegie. Yes,
yeah,
Carnegie.
Yeah.
Carnegie. Carnegie.
Yeah. Carnegie Hall.
And he's like, oh, it's her daughter.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, but interesting. And you say she one of your clients?
Yes. She came to me and told me that Belinda had passed away from an illness, and I created one of my well, you saw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I heard what Delphine said, with a lot of
yes,
expletives mixed in between her language. Yeah.
Yes, and how this came to be is that she brought the statue back because it had a crack in it, and there was an odor emanating from it. So yes, and this is how it started, and now I have the little girl living in my gallery, knocking things over and slamming doors. Can you ever?
I'd like everybody with. What's that? It's all specs and wits. Is it wits? It's confirmed.
Wits and discipline.
All specs and wits, yeah.
Specs and
The
Yay, not me.
roll rounds. Discipline roll. So what I'm Theodore and I'm supposed to do.
What are the 2s and 3s today? Goodness.
Shh! On a roll! Don't ruin it! It's the best balls we've had in a long time, okay?
Right?
Sean. No, that is Sean.
Hi.
Following. Sort of being in a whisper far away. Girl's voice. What shall we do? Uncan.
What shall we
I-
do with the drunken uncle? What shall we do with the drunken?
Late. Then followed by the word. Down the zone. And you hear Theodora. You hear this. You hear, make him happy. His favorite girl. That's. And about a couple of seconds after that, car looks. He gets like this, and you all can see it because you're looking at him, trying to out everything. All of you see that he like a slight red dash across, like something's.
It's the little girl. She's followed me.
It's like she's latched on.
Great, this is what I need.
I've gotta say, I don't like what she's saying either.
And she literally, as you're talking about, shh,
Jesus Christ.
I'm just watching everybody jumping around, and I'm just like,
the people around you just like freaking out, like what the.
this is the advantage of getting poor reception. That's all I'm going to say.
It all goes quiet here.
Okay, that's creepy.
Playing the quiet game.
This is like the start of a horror movie.
Like when you say playing the quiet game, both of you go quiet again. The car looks at you, is like, okay, cool. So that makes 4 now. 4 guests tonight, aside from us. And so what I'd
Are you running
suggest,
a ghost motel?
a lot of people seem to like committing suicide around.
I know that many books didn't make me want to kill myself, so it's pretty reasonable.
It makes
Pretty boring
sense.
around here.
I didn't really make it to high school, so I can't say.
He looks at
Fair.
looks you all over. It's like, okay, cool. So whatever information you have, try and suss out. Got the library's computer. Got access. Let me put it to you this way, and he points to 3, like to the signs, like those 3 you can use, and they're cool. Sort
Oh,
of.
cool. So the
I'm
IP
gonna-
keeps getting bounced.
I'm gonna yes, those things. I need to pick up on Delphi. You do some investigation into this
Alright.
whole thing.
Cool. I walk off to the computer and I tell him, remember, whatever you find, come and tell me. I
Of course,
make my way to the PCs.
of course. And he disappears into his secret, muttering something like, "Guys, spend the rest of the night. What are you looking for exactly? Like, you need to, like, your heads together, all of ya."
Theo, what's this dude's
Yes.
name?
Adam.
Adam.
Adam Carnegie.
Adam,
Oh, did I say it right?
Yes, something along those
Yes.
lines.
Adam Carnegie. Okay. I guess I could try and see if he has any social media accounts. If not, maybe he has some registration papers, maybe some blood donations.
If he's into this sort of thing, I doubt he will have any social.
True, but everybody has something that can be tracked, whether it be IDs, documents, passports, even a simple blood donation.
Passports, real estate, police records, everybody's trackable.
Intelligence investigation there.
Intelligence. Investigation.
Or investigation intelligence.
Investigation. Intelligence. Ah, you son of a bitch!
How does the beast react? You spend 1 hour searching for this, and I really made it easy.
You
Oh, no, wait.
succeed,
Wait. Sorry, I miscounted. I just saw the one. Okay. No, you succeeded. Sorry. After about an hour, you succeeded. I just saw the hunger one. I'm like, oh shit, that's 0 successes. It's 6 successes.
Yeah.
You are lated. Got info. Now I'm gonna tell you the info you got.
Mm.
Now you need to tell me what how the beast will. So the info you got is an obviously faked for your investigation eyes, obviously faked death certificate. And the reason why you figured out it was faked death certificate is through some linking and some trying to find out more about where he's buried, and name pops up, name of Benny, and current residence somewhere. Go onto his Facebook page. Very private individual. Owns his own business. It says owner at company. That sort of owner at company. He's always somewhere on a farm somewhere with well-dressed people around him. And, most of his status updates aren't viewable by you because he either limited it or whatever. There's about 10 or 15 photos of sitting at a bar with business associates. No real comments, a couple of likes here and there. The funny thing is he's got like 20 friends on top. Obviously, well. The striking thing also, that he doesn't look like he belongs in a suit. But he always wears a suit. And sometimes you'll see him with brown hair. And he's got a lip ring going through the bottom of the lower lip.
Alright.
He's somewhere in Kimberly. If you track, you successfully did it so much so that the 20 friends that he has are all accounts.
Oh.
They're all fake accounts, leading to just random email addresses. Try and figure that out. They literally just die there. So that's the info you got. How does the beast react?
That's it, you motherfucker. I found you. You're not gonna hide from me, you son of a bitch. Alright, Theo, I found this asshole. Oh, God. Okay.
Wow.
I'm
we're very
getting ready
excited.
I'm getting ready to tackle Sean before he runs out the door and does something dumb.
Alright, we know he's in Kimberly. He faked a death certificate. His current name is Benny. He owns a business.
Whoa. Slow down. Calm down. Relax. Start over slowly,
What?
please.
Calm down. We found the dude. We need to go. Are we supposed to go get this asshole?
Calm down.
See a couple of kids around. Boys and girls. They're looking at you, and where their eyes should be, black hole. And the moment you start focusing on one of them, that kid just... Every time you focus on one, they fade away into dark. So while you're trying to calm down, that happens. For the rest of you, he looks around you as if he's seeing something that... The last one you look at, looked like what you would believe. Hollow eyes. By this time, you should have arrived. Finally. So, just continue with the conversation there. I'll bring Olivia in at a dramatically appropriate time. I'm not quoting anyone there.
Listen, Theo, I know this guy's type. This guy needs to die, as in right now. If from the one thing I heard this little girl say, he is dying, whether or not you guys agree with me or not. He's going down. I will find him.
Listen. Just taking him out at the moment is I don't think will do any good. If he's part of something bigger, just killing him isn't going to help. We're gonna have to do something about this. What are we gonna call it? This weird ring that they're in.
You enter the room. You need to take care of this weird ring.
Weird ring?
Oh.
Y'all doing some jewelry things? What?
Olivia, welcome back.
Hey
No.
there.
Long
You
story.
were back at just the right time.
long
did.
story short, I'm being haunted by.
That's fun.
Yes, it's great fun. And a little girl wishes, take revenge on her murderer, and we found out that it was her father, and her father is involved in some sort of, how do I say this nicely?
Weird ring.
Child abuse syndicate ring. Yeah. To say it nicely.
There's no nice way you can actually say it, but continue.
No, but
Well, what do you guys have on the debt so far?
Everything.
Everything? Are you sure? What do you have?
Not
we haven't gotten
everything,
everything.
Fake death certificate. Goes by the name of Bainey at the moment. He lives somewhere
Sounds
in
pedophilic.
Barry. He lives currently in Kimberly. He's got a very limited Facebook page with a bunch of friends that are linked to dead-end accounts, which are obviously created by him or somebody else. He owns a business. He's always on a farm somewhere very remote. Sometimes pink hair, sometimes brown hair, which immediately strikes cause for suspicion. And some really shitty piercing on his lip.
Is the little girl still here?
She is, yes. She's following me. She seems has attached herself.
Well, clearly you're the mother type. Why wouldn't she?
I heard something growl and that was so freaking. Do you
It was
have?
Sean.
Yeah, it was Sean.
My douche.
Did you have aspects at all?
Looking now actually at it. Where is it? No, I don't. I have it for investigation though. Does that help?
I probably not, but I think actually thaumaturgy can also be used to detect spirits, or at least it used to be in a former edition.
Yeah, but
Because they're considered magical
thaumaturgy has been replaced with blood magic, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Blood
okay,
rituals.
never mind then.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna.
I'm out of sorts.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That was a good point, but I think it was replaced with blood rituals.
That's fair.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have anything that allows me to talk. I skipped those. I did wars, I didn't do communications.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately my wards don't do ghosts, just ghouls. I'm pretty useless in this situation, aren't I?
No, you're not, because now there's someone else that's in this room that's calm and rational and not talking to invisible people.
That's true.
So
Roll you away.
now
You don't
less-
see them doesn't mean they're not there.
yes, it
Why am I
does for
rolling Zephyr?
me.
You're just like an ostrich. Just pretend something isn't there.
I'm actually on Sean McLaughlin. Don't have to roll. See this.
Uh-huh.
Vision. A woman that looks like your mother. And then after she's given birth and all the she's all calmed down, baby, which we assume is you, moved away, everything is cool. Someone walks into the slits his wrists.
There.
Their wrists. You're pretty sure it's a he, and drips some blood. The vision fade. Cool. Back to Olivia. You've got. Let me just quickly. or at least sense her.
You-
Continue on talking while I'll do.
So what's the plan of action? Go to Kimberly, find the dad, sucked out more information about the ring, and then brutally murder him?
Yes, exactly.
Just remember, we need to do it in that order.
Yeah, because if Theo's right, there is a ring. Killing him off the
Yeah.
bat, Sean, is not going to help the situation at all.
We need to get the bottom of it.
Don't you worry about killing him off the bat. I'll make this as slow and tediously painful as possible.
Okay. Well, if we're going to do a road trip, I'm going to need some stuff.
All right.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have enough time because I think the sun's about to come up, so we might have to begin our road trip tomorrow and get some Taylor Swift CDs, some back row country music, some
Excuse me,
equipment.
What the fuck is wrong with you? How about some Metallica or something good?
How about you ride in your own car?
I would like some Enya. Thank you very much. You can keep your Metallica and your Taylor Swift. I will have Enya.
Anyway, I'm pretty beat.
Start while you're at it.
Zaffa, brand new phone,
Hmm?
Spotify app.
Yeah.
Oh no, Spotify in South Africa.
There is.
There is.
There is.
Oh, is it there now?
Yeah.
Yay! I should give my mom my Spotify account.
What are you looking for?
Just an option that's going to be something that everyone else hasn't mentioned yet because no.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I can solve this problem. Keep arguing.
And then Zappa, I'm gonna go look for Zakar quick.
Zakar. Okay, just a quick thing. You've got about, let's say, about an hour left before the sun. I would suggest you gotta spend the time to try and prep and figure out how the hell you're gonna approach this. And there's nothing.
Murderously. That's figured out.
Just a quick thing. You guys, you remember something happening?
When?
With you weren't there.
Of course.
I need memory. Let's go. It was probably intelligence insight. The three of you, intelligence. I'm gonna make it a little bit more difficult than it should be, because you all forgot it, motherfucker.
Well, you're not giving us much fucking information to go off of.
Womp womp.
It's like, just remember, you remember this thing?
Okay, both. Okay, how does the be? Okay, Mr. fucking hell, Mr. Sean McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
He mentioned somehow something about Kimberly is important. Theodora, you remember the piece of shit reacting in a strange way. Let the beast come out. Say it's. You turn around, Olivia. Around.
Okay. Cool.
So you're moving away, and that just happened. They just remembered. Oh. And John Andrews like. Spotify app. Maybe that song.
So I need to go after Zakar now because he went all weird when I said Kimberly.
Oh, so you're not gonna tell anyone anything?
Run, Zakar.
No, yeah, I am.
Eventually.
I'm a little bit lost at the moment.
Hmm.
Let's just hope he doesn't end up like the chair.
Well, I assume I get to Zakar first. Theo's gonna tackle.
Zakar acted very strangely when we mentioned Kimberly, guys.
Yes, he
Kinda.
did.
Maybe he broke up with an ex there somewhere.
No, Zakar knows something.
No offense, but what doesn't he know?
I don't know. Maybe we should.
As she says, maybe we should. She says it so calmly, and she stops off towards where they hit. Strolls quicker. She strolls past Olivia. No, she's sort of like gracefully jogging, and she gets to. Yeah. And she gets to the bookcase. She looks at it. She takes one. Methodically, she does. And by the third book,
You're making a
she
mess.
gets. By the third book, she gets agitated. She starts taking 2 books at once, trying to drop it to the floor, trying to remember where the fuck that secret freaking code is of his, which books where to switch out so that the door can fucking open.
Theo,
By the time you get there, there's about
What?
30, 40 books strewn all around her. Seemingly, she's just missing 3 books. She touches everything except the 3 books. It's literally there in front of you. You can see, like, those are the 3 books we need. Next to it,
Theo, I thought
no
you
books.
were like all into couches, not books. Also,
Listen-
you're damaging them. And I slowly move and I pull the book that's supposed to open the gate, like the secret gate, while I'm listening to her.
Does it look like I care? Just can you open it? Oh my god, are you serious? Was it that one?
It was, and also, books are super important. Breaking them is like breaking potential knowledge for things. And I start putting all the books back really nicely, like wiping them up, you know.
I
'cause
didn't break the
my
books.
book- Look at this one. It's got a bad page. How would you
I-
like if I went to your closet, went to your Louis Vuittons, and started squapping them up? and
Don't you
throwing them
touch
all
my
over the floor?
Louis!
Exactly. Don't touch my leather-bound books.
Stop bickering like a bunch of old women and just go talk to Zakar already.
And I just continue sitting there putting everything back. That was our first fight.
It wasn't your first fight, it was your fight with their beast. So it's not really
Oh.
your first fight. Walk down the stairs, door opens. Do you rush down the stairs, Theodore?
No, I think I'll just walk calmly down.
Did she calm you?
No,
No.
but you know, it's that crazy calm.
Oh yes, you don't have to tell me about that. You don't have to tell any man about that crazy calm. Zakar comes out of his one. And he's like, oh, hi. Granny said you're soon. Maybe Dave drove well. Better than we
Dave.
thought.
How did the hag know when I was coming? Zuka. I'm gonna go take a shower. I feel awarded. Ugh, and I walk away.
To one of the rooms with their ensuite bathrooms.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, Theodora, can I help you with anything? We are busy sorting out. We found the grave
Yes.
and Delphine with the things. Again, she swore a lot.
Zakar.
Yes.
Zakar. Cheers. Zakar.
And he gets a look of recognition on his face. Like, yeah.
Ruh-roh.
What have
Run.
you not told us about Kimberly?
Run, Zakar!
It's too late. He's cornered. These old buildings, you can only get in and out of rooms in one direction.
Okay, well, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And I run outside.
And he's like, listen, okay. I'm gonna explain to you. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Kimberly is run by an anarch baron. Believes who's trying to run it in a Camarilla fashion. So essentially, you need to abide. And once you enter, you need to abide by their version of Camarilla. They're trying to get the Camarilla to move closer, either to Kimberly. They're trying to get Bloemfontein under Camarilla stuff, under Camarilla control. But for now, they're sort of horribly failing with their enforcement of.
Right.
But there's still some rules you need to abide by.
And these rules would be.
These rules are always announce yourself. Don't call. Don't breach. Always announce yourself to Prince. Your intentions. Don't announce your intentions. Don't breach the Masquerade. And what the Prince says goes. Just replace Prince with Baron. So you're gonna go to Kimberly. You could rock up there, announce yourself to the Prince, and he could say, "Okay, cool. I don't want you in my city." Could say, "Hey, welcome to my city. Why are you here?" Tell him. Don't like what he's hearing. He's probably fuck off. But if he does, he might. Okay, cool. Welcome. Sort out the shit. They don't really care. It's a difficult place to be. Like we're sort of, yeah.
I could be a little bit persuasive.
As you clearly are. And if all of you are going, all of you better pursue.
Okay, and you couldn't have told us that up the top there instead of looking like you saw a ghost and disappeared into the night?
I would have given you.
Well, technically, he did see a ghost.
Well,
I would have given you the information eventually.
so we just spent all that time up there researching a Adam Carnegie, who we found out faked his death and is now called Benny and is somewhat involved with a underground child crime syndicate.
No. Yeah, so he's. Well then, I guess you better get to King. It's preferable to not give them everything. All the info. You just said that to, well, Baron. You need to keep necessary information. By the way, the beast decided about. Just give them enough to believe you, or lie well enough. They allow you passage.
I see. Okay then.
Prince is an interesting character. Not gonna lie. Baron, fucking hell. He doesn't even know what he is. Don't tell that to him. Don't tell him I said that. He's an interesting character. Not as interesting as our dear Baron. I preferred the other one. But
where is the other one as we speak?
Says he tells you he doesn't know. What's an insight? Or be a half? Says he doesn't know. definitely lying.
And I can tell that he's lying. Zakar.
You can literally, you can barely tell that he's lying.
To be fair, Zakar has been a pretty bad liar all the way through.
Yeah.
I think we know each other well enough that you don't have to keep things from me.
But sometimes one needs to keep things from certain if they want them to be kept alive. We almost had a mole.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
We almost had a mole.
A mole?
If it wasn't for well, the work of some technological crap that picked up on an outgoing message from one of you. So I'd rather keep the information I have. You know I've got information. I'd rather keep it safe for now.
Alright.
And worry about it at a later stage.
Okay, well.
I've known you long enough. We've been in Bloemfontein long enough. But I can't really. And you're still showering, by the way, Olivia. You're not hearing any of this. You're not hearing any of this. I'd rather keep the people I trust reasonably safe.
Alright.
I know already there's one in your group that I can trust. And we'll cross that bridge when
Alright, well. Suppose you have your reasons, and I respect that.
Also, if you're gonna go to Kimberly to cause shit, guns and other things, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Money's not really that much of a problem.
Just, go back, talk to each other about a plan of action.
Right.
And, yeah. Like, I'm gonna try and sort out our guests. At least the new guest. Try and sort her out.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you excuse me. Towards the kitchen.
Right, I'm going to walk back to where the two guys are.
What's the thoughts running through your mind, Starring?
Besides the fact that I feel like the hag is tracking me. No, it's just like probably just like remembering everything that I saw at the site. It's kind of just I was putting on a face when I came in, trying to act like everything's fine, but obviously everything's a little toll, everything that's happened. So just trying to wash away everything and try to freshen up, my mind. So, yeah.
After a while, you get up. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? You know what he looks very late, like close to 30s. Well dressed, sometimes pink. And always surrounded by well-dressed people. Do an image search on their faces. Like there's no... You get celebrity faces, oddly enough.
So, Sean.
No.
I'm not saying that we don't go do this.
But
Because we're going to go do this. But be aware, at the head of these types of rings often is one of our kind and not one of theirs. So be aware, we may be picking a larger fight than you think we are going after this guy. Because you and I know that when you get this guy, you're going to get the names of other guys And you're going to keep going until you get to the head of the snake. And heads of snakes usually have fangs.
I'm aware.
Okay. I'm not saying we don't do this. And I'm not saying we don't chop the head off the snake regardless. I'm just saying you need to be ready for a bigger fight than you think. Because we just had this same situation, and rushing in almost got us all killed.
I get that.
This is a
I
matter.
don't want to push our luck again.
Just to be the voice, just to be the voice of reason. You did go into that wholly unprepared. You did go into that wholly. So maybe you should prepare a bit now.
Well, again, it all depends on how big the snake is. If it's too big to handle, we back off. It's as simple as that.
Okay. As long as we're in agreement that that's a possibility.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't know any more about what we're doing yet than you do. My experience, the greatest mortal evils pale compared to us.
Oh yeah, I know.
So let's just keep that in mind. Maybe we'll get lucky. They'll all be flesh bags and we don't have to worry about anything.
Well, again, I've dealt with rings like this before, and you are completely right. It is normally kindred leading them. And more often than not, it's actually the Baron. And I will say that I have been the cause of a civil war or two, which was not my fault. Just a little bit, but...
I'm just going to say, I'm running out of continents to hide on if I'm already here.
You're not the only one, don't worry.
Alright.
Just a quick thing. My internet died for a few seconds there. Check out our VOD. That should be better. Yeah.
DDoS attacks, ladies and gentlemen.
DDoS attacks. At this point, Ghidorah. Heard something about civil war.
Are you guys talking about history?
Sure,
what?
let's call it history.
You see his face on Adam, Benny, brown hair, ear slippering right in the middle.
Called a libret.
Is it? I thought the libret was like at the bottom. So libret is literally anywhere around your lip.
No, it's...
No. The libret is directly in the middle.
Right,
Yeah. So yeah, he's got a libret then. Okay, cool. I don't know it, but the libret ring, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Learning
Okay.
has occurred.
Yes. I had a libret. I just thought it was because it was a spike going out that way. That was the libret. I didn't think it was part of the lip.
No.
Learning with Zaffer. I'm an idiot sometimes. 90% of the time. I'm an idiot every time. Anyway, you get there. And yeah, you see his face.
So that's him then.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Can you print that out?
Sure.
Great. So I had a lovely little chat to Zakar.
Is he still alive?
Oh yes, he's fine.
Whew.
Zakar recommended that if we are to venture to Kimberly, that we should announce ourselves to the Baron.
They're an anarchist state?
Mm-hmm.
Because you said Baron.
Yes.
Okay.
Baron.
Yeah, can't really run behind their backs with that.
But if we do so, we're gonna try persuade him to let us stay there so we can do our investigation.
I wouldn't recommend telling him anything that we
No.
know.
No. but I think if we're gonna tell him something, we should all get our story straight and make sure we have enough nourishment and artillery.
Can I also make a suggestion?
Hmm.
If we're going into an anarchist state, you and Olivia specifically need to try to be seen more and heard less, because the two of you are very strong, established personalities representing clans that anarchists don't normally like.
That's putting it mildly.
See, you're choosing your words wisely.
Because I like you, and I don't want to see you end up in an ashtray.
All right.
If
We'll have
if
to
this
work
is
on
an
that.
anarchist state, there are people there that are much more closer to me than you, except they're not as polite and civil as I am.
I see.
So,
All right.
Where's Delphine? We need a lot of stuff. And I run off
Yeah.
to go look for.
He runs off.
Anarchists have learned that overthrow occurs violently when it occurs to their benefit, so they like being violent when approached with a problem, and they don't like giving warning.
Ah, right. So we're gonna have to be extra careful. I see.
Yes.
On extra careful, I see yes. Minnie enters the scene again. Or Olivia.
Okay, we devising our plan for Kimberly?
We are.
Yes.
Cool. So, what are we doing? Nothing? You guys have been here for like 30 minutes?
Well, I recommended that we
Sean isn't
get
there.
ourselves. Sean has run off.
Yeah. I already don't notice him half the time, so anyway, carry on.
Get ourselves well prepared. If you need to eat now, or bring a meal with you. I cannot bring a meal with me. I'll have to find one there. But I'm sure that there are some. You know what? I'm gonna look in my little through my phone book and see if I can't find any local artists in Kimberly. I'm sure I should know one or two, just so I know I can get a snack if I need.
Okay. Do we know what we're getting into before we go guns blazing?
A lot of shit.
We're going into an anarchist state to try to find a trafficking ring. This could go really quick and easy and painless, or it could be the exact other direction. I'd rather prepare for the other direction.
We have to announce ourselves, I assume.
Yes, we need to announce
Yes.
ourselves, but we should not tell that Baron what we're up to, just in case he is at the top of it.
Okay, well then what are we telling him? Hey, we're just here to see the big hole. You know, being dead and all. Don't get to see it that often.
There's a big hole?
Have you never been to Kimberly?
I've barely been to this continent. I keep hidden.
Okay, so besides the fact of the uncultured swine here, what are we doing and what are we telling the Baron? Because we can't just walk into the room twiddling our thumbs.
Well, no, but I could possibly say something along the lines of I'm here on work business. I have a client or two I need to speak to. Maybe build a statue on site somewhere.
So we're just gonna act like we don't know each other. Kind of like how we all began.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Because I think it's kind of suspicious that all five of us apparently appear at the same time in Kimberly. Completely different things. So if you do that, then we gotta find a reason why we're all joining you.
That is right. Unless, see, this is quite a difficult one because I can't really see that I'm investigating. You know, the reason why I'm being haunted by a small child. you know, that just might not be enough, and he's going to want more information on that.
Okay. This hole, or anything else in the area, is there anything in the area that we can make a reasonable excuse that it could have some form of magical history to it?
Well, yeah, we could, but
Okay.
that explains for me. What are you guys gonna say? Hey, this is my bodyguard, John. This is my kid,
Yes.
Kindred, Sean, and this is my
This
dresser.
is This is my bodyguard, and this is my protege.
I'm not
What about
protegeing
me?
that kid.
Hmm.
Look, Kimberly has a lot of totems from past tribes that I would be able to claim to and say I'm just here. But then again, I'm not the ideal clan to have running around.
Correct.
I don't think they're gonna find me very interesting either. I think my only claim to that area would be something to do with a statue. Perhaps
mean-
there's some. Yes.
For what it's worth, Olivia, you could fairly easily not appear magical. You
Yeah, let's totally go with that.
you have an attitude and a style of dress which is not uncommon amongst anarchists. Just pretend
I
to
was
be
raised
dumb.
by one.
Right. So just kind of dumb it down a bit and you're probably going to fly under the radar.
Yeah, until we get to a situation where someone's like, that's so weird. There was a ward place, or that's so weird. Some reason there was some sorcery going on. How did that happen?
So don't place wards and don't use sorcery unless you know you can get out the door really quickly.
You can't ask me to not use my one form of defense.
I
You guys told me
can
I'm not
think
really
that
good.
form of defense is going to get you killed. Because once a form of defense is going to explode, it's no longer defense, is it? Now it's just suicide.
Well, then I'm pretty useless in this, Kimberly, if I can't do what I'm good at.
I think you're more valuable than one skill.
Two. Even if I go as a Bruja or some dumbfounded person, what am I supposed to... No offense. Well, what am I supposed to claim my reason to be in Kimberly? What, we're marching Bruja clan looking for fights?
Well.
No. What about this? What if we got
My
our
clan
Baron?
has a bad habit of not giving out exactly why we're in places. That's why people don't like us coming across borders.
Yeah, so let's all act like them. What if we go to our Baron, make up some excuse saying we have to go to Kimberly because of the Herc or something, give some maybe a Baron pass to another Baron. I don't know. Does that work? That we're trying to investigate something happening in our city and just checking where it runs or that it doesn't spread, or I don't know, does a guy really want gangrels in their cities? Wouldn't they like to know that we're trying to soft it out for them?
I like her idea.
Maybe. The problem is do you know that he doesn't have a wolf pack that answers to him? Because if you go in saying you're hunting for a gangrel and he's an anarchist that uses a wolf pack, you're gonna have a bad day.
Okay, well, let's not say the game. Let's just say we're trying to sort out this Herc thing. There's no ways he's tied into the Herc situation. It's
Fair
too
enough.
minor. So we use the Herc as an excuse to go to the city and say we're just trying to... We have a lead. We're trying to follow it from our Baron and just see what he says.
It's not the worst idea.
Plausible.
The only issue I see here is you're now going in an anarchist state under the actions of a non-anarchist state looking for something. It's going to
Sure.
rile some people up, but at the same time, if they're not involved, which we're assuming they're not because it's minor, they're not going to be as riled because they'll be upset that we're in there, but also know that they're not the people we're looking for.
So we'll be in and out. They have nothing to stress about.
Right.
Okay. So that means we have to talk to the Baron before we go to Kimberly, or can we just pretend we spoke to her since they won't communicate at all because they're completely different worlds?
Thing is, do we really trust our Baron?
No, but she does make a good alibi.
Yes, but I'm saying to speak to her or not.
Well, we could always just get Sakar to talk to her. She trusts Sakar, right? That's the whole point of him.
To be fair, we don't have to talk to her to verify that she wants us to do the thing that she already told us to do.
Well, we could just say we're heading out.
That we think. All we have to do is tell her that we thought that there was a potential lead in that area, so we went to go check it out.
Yeah, but we have to still tell her something, because if, for instance, if we're not in the city and she picks up on that, that could also add a big can of worms to a situation.
Oh, that's right, because no one's allowed to move right now. Yeah, we do need to at least let her know that we're leaving.
So we'll get Sakar to text her, tell her what our plan is. We'll pretend it's a hoax situation. Now, on to actually finding the pedophilic Benny. What are we doing with that? We can't just go in and torture him. Because, if anything, will he tell us what we've learned enough now that just plain old torturing is not giving us what we need, and ends up in heads being splattered or
Torturing is so fun.
Stick to your couches, Theo.
I don't know.
You know what?
Maybe John could possibly befriend him in some way and see if you can find out anything.
Like pretend he's like wants to be a part of the ring, dress it nicely.
Yeah.
Try to get contact with him and say you heard about a ring and you're interested.
Yes. Something to that effect.
Or we can have Theo come in, meet him, and seduce him and try to see if we can get it out that way. Or
Sean.
How much can you
keep your cool? Sean, how much can you keep your cool?
Sean's not here, remember? He's gone. What? So you want to send Sean as one of his little pedophilic kids?
Sean is bait.
If I went in as a buyer who also had something to sell, I look a lot more valid. As long as we can keep Sean from going mental.
Okay. Well, we'll do that, and then Theo, if I can have that bloodstone back, we'll give it to Sean to hold. We can keep tracking him wherever they take him.
Of course.
And go from there. But, like John said, can we trust Sean not to go apeshit? He is a noggin.
Calming sort of foul.
I mean, he did kind of get ready to charge out the door after the dude just doing research.
Yeah.
And then put him in a room filled with a whole bunch of those guys wanting to buy him to poke him. Might not go so well. Especially if we don't get there in time.
Right.
So if we were to use him as bait, it would have to be something where we get it instantly. But during that, we still blow the little without getting factual answers. Ooh, I have an idea. Yes. How about this? Theo seduces him, gets him alone. There's a spell I got taught from some people back in the States where I can sift through the truth. Ask him some questions, find if it's true or false, find out if there's more to the story, all that. And if it doesn't work, I've never really done it. It's limited. It has to be a statement. We can say it's true or false, and that's it. Get as much as we can, and then go from there. But then at the same time, we have him, and we have to work out what to do after him. Maybe compel him. That's if he's not kindred.
I can make him forget. That's not.
You can make for it. Okay, so we go in, find out a good location, try see if he'll go for someone his own age. Get Theo to seduce him, take him, and I'll prepare the spell. The ritual.
Alright, that sounds like a plan.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Zakado, make sure he takes the Baron and get some blood drawing kits from him and some vials for the ritual. And then I guess Sean went to go get our guns.
Yeah, I think he did.
Okay, what else do we need?
Guns.
Well, that's what Sean's grabbing, I think. Guns. Theo, do you need anything?
Nope.
Just a quick thing. Sean, Delphi. Busy with something very, very horrible to me.
It's my fault, sorry.
All right.
You eventually come back in. They said guns.
Are we talking about guns? What?
Did you get any?
No, the gun-toting lunatic is not here.
John, can you handle guns?
I can handle them better than I can handle acquiring them, but I might
you can't
I might
acquire
know a
them.
guy who knows a guy.
Okay.
And does that
Sean?
guy,
See what I can do.
guy have a full set of surgical tools?
Ooh.
Sean, for backup
Probably not.
plan, do you want to go get a cute little outfit? You know, and
I
loosen
can
up,
help you
maybe
with
take a
that.
shower. You know, just in case we do need a backup plan.
I can help with the outfits.
What? Yeah. What?
Well,
Backup.
you know, if our original plan doesn't work and we need someone to infiltrate the ring, you know,
You mean you're
Just
literally gonna put
falling.
my anus on the line?
well, not necessarily. It's more
no.
in case
No, absolutely not.
you will have first access to him then.
So let me just get this straight. You want me to go in undercover into this ring, which we are pretty sure is a child trafficking ring.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
If you guys don't pitch for whatever reason, and I get bought by somebody else, you do realize that he will die.
Like I said, it's a backup plan. We have a pretty solid plan already, and it's not like we won't know where you are.
We're not gonna leave you alone.
Trust me, we can't leave you alone.
I'm just surprised that you're so upset about the opportunity to find one extra person to murder.
Right?
Yeah.
Not if it
I think it's the
comes
idea
at
of putting on slacks.
slacks. Do you see me as a slacks person? Do I look like freaking little?
You look like a
Billy
kindred who
from-
wants to put some pain in some pedophilic men.
That's true.
Okay. So let's all go get prepared. John, go get the guns. Theo, go get your outfits for the week. I'll get the car, get him to take the Baron.
Again,
And-
I'm not promising I can find guns. I'm going to go talk to someone.
If not, we'll just go raid Delphine's room. I'm sure she's got some stocked up somewhere. But I just don't want to take from her, then she comes back and then gets mad at us.
Screw the guns. I need me fucking surgical tools.
You go do that. I'm gonna go find the car. And I head back
Yeah,
down towards the
alright.
thing.
Okay. While you're heading downstairs, what are you guys doing? Rest of you.
I'm gonna see if I can
Um,
try and get a hold of Delphine. Find out where she is, how long she's gonna take, if she can get whatever we need before then.
I am going to make my way home, and I am going to call. I cannot think of anybody's flippin' names today. I swear. Dorothea. And
It is 5 o'clock in the morning.
never mind then.
Well, it's after 5. Sun's about to rise.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then
You might
I
just have to
think
stay here.
It's best to just.
Or run
According
really fast.
to, according to all your knowledge, all of you know, like while speaking about Kimberly and everything, you know it's less than 2 hours drive away from home. So you can wake up there, probably go there, still have a lot of night left, moonlight left to burn. So
Get to bed, have dinner when we wake up, and then make our way there. But
Cool.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go grab some clothes, I think.
On.
Well,
Delphine answers the phone. Yes.
Delphine!
As she answers, you hear something like being stuck in the ground, sort of out of breath, and she's like, "Yes, John."
What do you do? Never mind. How quickly can you organize guns, knives, outfits, and surgical tools? And possibly some blood bags.
And more guns.
List the things that you mentioned. It's guns, knives, surgical.
Knives, surgical tools. Probably some outfits that will fit into a clan of raging lunatics in Kimberly.
And more guns.
Mm.
Mention the more guns.
And more guns. Okay, shut the fuck up, John. I'm on the phone.
So it's about 5 things, right?
Yeah. Phone vibrators, okay.
It can get you the surgical tools and the outfit.
That's it.
Yeah. But the outfits, she can get you the surgical tools and the blood. The other things are a bit more complicated. And outfit, she's like, outfits? You're going to Kimberly? Why do you need different outfits to go to Kimberly?
Because we don't exactly fit in, you know?
Anarch City. It's like Bloemfontein.
Yeah.
No one fits in. And that's what's making them fit in. Get my drift.
Okay, Delphine,
You know, they're
outfits,
unique,
I
just like
will
everybody
stand
else.
out anywhere I go.
What?
I will stand out literally anywhere.
That's
I
a
need
given.
to- Yeah, I need something to blend in. You know, just a tad bit more.
Wear what you're currently wearing.
It's torn to shreds.
Get new clothes then. I'll organize you a new set of clothes tomorrow.
Okay, so shit, no guns.
Alright, I'll see what I can come up with.
What do you want to do exactly in Kimberly? What do you want to do in Kimberly?
Start a war. What else do you do in Kimberly?
God, John, shut the fuck up. We're not starting a war. We're going there to take down a child trafficking ring to get rid of a spirit that's following Theo around and has been really pissing her off.
Oh, is this why I'm bearing this fucking shit? Okay. That makes more sense.
Sorry.
It should be sorted when she wakes up tomorrow. She won't have the spirit.
Huh? Coming in?
But a trafficking ring? Huh. Interesting.
You sound like you know something.
No, I don't know anything.
Okay, but what do you mean the spirit should be gone by the time we wake up?
Because I'm burying her body in her actual grave, or her remains, let's call it that.
I don't think it's gonna be as simple as that.
And you hear something like fluid running in open thing. You hear fluid rushing. Gel-like fluid rushing. But no, that's yeah.
Okay, look, just organize what you can. I really don't think it's gonna be as simple as that, but if it does, then you know, you can take a couple of days off.
Surgical tools and clothes. Cool. Yeah, okay,
Right.
cool. Let me just continue this. I need to make sure that everything it is before I'm fucking right. I have a lot of time left.
That's reasonable.
So we got my tools and we got some clothes. That's about it. No guns. does a gun-toting lunatic not have guns?
Gun-toting lunatics don't like to share.
That's very true.
If they share, they're no longer toting.
Okay. I guess that's true.
We need our own gun-toting lunatic. Why do we not have a gun-toting lunatic? I mean, I'm a fist-toting lunatic, but that's really limited in range. We do need a gun-toting lunatic.
Look, I'm special. I'm like specialized in means of making people talk. Guns are just too.
None of you are specialized in guns, eh?
Nah.
No, not really.
How much experience points do I have? I have.
Why would we be?
Yeah, you're social creatures, of course.
I have 8 XP points, so I can get 1 dot.
Just thing, Theodora, as you get, you hear. I'm just gonna say you hear moaning. And Olivia.
Is he in the kitchen still?
He's busy cooking up something.
Okay. Well, I'll just grab
Working
a
on the
blood
spell.
bag from the fridge
Yeah.
while I walk in to drink. Hey Zakar, can you do us a favor?
A favor, you say? Okay.
Well, we're gonna go to Kimberly, but we need a good reason to be in Kimberly without bringing up suspicion. So, can you just text Albaron and be like, they're following a Herc lead that leads to Kimberly, they'll be back, because we're not supposed to technically leave. Just to give her a thing. It shouldn't take more than hopefully the night.
Oh, okay, cool. No biggie. He out his phone. And he texts her. So I'm doing this favor for you.
Yeah,
Dun dun dun.
and if
You
I guess I
you owe me a small boot.
Actually, make that 2 rooms. Do you know what a contact size?
Sire.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
I would like to contact my sire.
Huh. Take a while. I'm pretty sure I can.
Cool. Well, tell me if the Baron gets pissed off at us. I'll see them tomorrow night, and I'll walk off and go to bed.
Just got his jail out of free. Thank you.
No, I'm confused.
He
But
just got his
okay.
get out of jail free. So Mr. Bullet Club over there, or Don Andrews,
Yeah.
you're heading home. You're if you're gonna walk, you're not gonna make it in time.
Yeah, no, I.
Same goes for Sean, because you guys kind of crashed together.
True.
I mean, do we stay here? It's going to slow me down getting us any possible firepower tomorrow night. Or we can try to get there faster.
Do you have driving? 5.
Probably not.
I do, yes.
Oh!
Well, how many dots?
I have 0
One.
drive.
1. Okay, cool. You can drive.
Right. I can't combat drive, but I can drive.
You can drive. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
drive.
Tells us this now.
You can make it in time.
I'm
You go
not
talk to-
stealing Delphine's car. You
Yo-
do not steal the car of the gun-toting lunatic.
You go talk to Zakar, and yeah, he hands you a VW. He hands you the keys to a VW Beetle.
No, stop it, give me a minute. So I go, hey, Zakar,
Yes.
I need to borrow Zakar. Don't look at me like this is the first time someone's pulled that joke on you. These things have been around for 80 years, and so have you.
Yes, and he hands you the keys to a bright yellow VW Beetle buggy, as you call them, like in America.
Bumblebee!
Yeah, like those round fucking car thingies, the old
Yeah,
ones,
yeah.
those old ones. with the engine at the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Zakar, you bought this when it was brand new, didn't you?
Yes. Yes.
That was like your midlife crisis car, a brand new
Yes.
66 Volkswagen Beetle.
Yes.
All right, that I can respect.
You get in the car, you get there in time. There's about 20 minutes of moonlight left before once you get there.
Great, dive, go inside.
Okay,
Into
cool.
the basement.
The high kids are sitting like, what, Bubba, what? Oh, okay. And they just go smoking, doing their various drugs. And you're going to bed, Olivia, Fedora. You're getting ready for bed. And when you guys are getting ready for bed, we are gonna go on.
Yay!
So we'll be back within about 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And don't go anywhere. And if you do, you should have a weirdly good one. But we will see you in about roughly 10 minutes. So 5 past the hour, 5 to 6 past the hour, like a reasonable good one. And yeah, we'll continue on with the preparations for them getting into Kimberly. Maybe they get to Kimberly tonight. Who knows?
Maybe.
Anyway,
Maybe not.
we will see you soon. And we are back. Welcome back, everybody. And second part of the show, second bit of the show. And all go to bed. Life. Someone falls in. Some people go to work.
I'm gonna try to wake up a little early.
Before your usual time.
Yes.
And roll me rouse check, everybody. Everybody.
Yay.
Body.
God damn it.
Why did you roll
That was remorse.
Sorry. I was sorry.
Everybody gains a hunger, as far as I could tell.
Problems.
Except for, there we go. Oh, you're not hungry. There we go. There we go. Olivia, Theodora, and Sean gain a hunger.
Yep.
But John wakes up.
Yeah.
How earlier are you planning to wake up?
Not a ton, like an hour-ish.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to make some phone calls real fast.
Okay, cool. Where are you phoning?
All right. Well, I'm going to see, hopefully with some good rolls, if I know someone on my side of town that's generally interested in my side of things, who knows somebody that I can get some weapons from.
Okay, what you need to do is you have Streetwise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Streetwise and your, I would say. If it doesn't allow you to roll Streetwise, then it'll probably be for charisma with your charisma with your contact.
Right, but how do you roll a merit or flaw?
What's your just add up your total dice?
Well, that would be the question. I don't know how many dice the merit or flaw is worth.
Okay, so you've got one dot.
Oh wait, it's one dot. Yeah.
So it's one dot.
Okay, now I got it.
And then whatever. Let's go with streetwise. Depending if your streetwise is more than your charisma, then go with streetwise.
It is not, but it's only one difference. So
yeah, so go. Gonna use your charisma to see if you can find someone that killed some people. And then you just roll those amount.
I'll take that.
And then an extra dice for your contact.
Oh, okay. All right, that one's a miss.
Oh, did you just roll manipulation to see if it just the one dot
Just
thing?
because I had one die, so it's easy. It's just click.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I know someone.
All right.
He put you into contact. Guy's name is. But I just had a list in front of me. Let's see. Is Tony.
Okay.
No, it's not the Ballad of Gay Tony. GTA reference there.
Tony Tiger.
Tony answers the phone. Your contact's name. Do you give your contact's name or not?
I did not.
Tony picks up his phone. Like, hello?
Hey, Tony, a mutual friend of ours suggested I should contact you. I need to get some iron, and I need it pretty quick.
Mutual friend's name.
I give him the name.
It's Stefan.
Yeah.
Stefan. You said Stefan. He said
Yeah.
Stefan. Yeah. So I guess. So what flavor of ice cream would you like? We've got the excellent chocolate flavored ice cream, which is a huge favorite with the crowds. Then we've got vanilla ice cream, which is usually not a lot of people like it. It's more your like 1 to 2 people that like it. If you're taking a group of friends out for ice cream, and then we've got the strawberry, which leaves an explosive taste in the mouth. And a lot of people are fans with the strawberry as. So you're choosing. Basically, he said he's got automatic, sniper, and a grenade. Grenades. Yeah. And then he like mentions we've also got the caramel, which is for your more distinguished type of folks. Salted caramel, in fact. That's basically the semi-automatic.
Gotcha. I think probably chocolate, maybe just a little strawberry on the side.
Okay, so how many do you chocolate for? Chocolate ice?
Let's say, it's a small get together. Let's say 4.
And 3?
Strawberry, just for 1. She's a fussy eater.
He's a fussy. Okay. I can. Roll me a d10 quickly. You want this to be good.
Or not.
Right in the middle. Okay. Where can I meet you? Or where can my guy meet you?
Yeah. I can pick it up wherever's convenient for him.
Okay, we can, let's say, outside of Mystic in about 2 hours?
Perfect.
Yes. And this will set you back quite a bit.
I figured.
Yeah. Oh, and how many... I know people are fussy about their cones. How many cones per ice cream? I know there's some people that likes more cones, and it's cones and like sprinkles and everything. Need extra sprinkles? Let's call it sprinkles. Need extra sprinkles, and
Yeah.
should it cover the entire ice cream? Should it just be like about half an ice cream worth? What do you?
No, I think we need a good amount of sprinkles for this.
So what you're telling me, maybe like you should eat, yeah, you get the ice cream and there's sprinkles falling off of it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way we like to go.
Okay, cool. So I would say about 100 would cover it.
All right.
100 would cover the ice cream.
I'll see you in 2 hours.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right, Zafa, do I have enough to get this handled?
No, you don't. You don't.
All right.
You don't. You don't. You don't at all. There's one person in your group that has enough.
That's coming next.
That's got enough.
Message to Posh.
A message.
Plus side. I got us strapped. Downside. I need to swing by and get cash to cover it.
You're still sleeping, by the way. You're gonna wake up with that message. So you wake up.
Alright, let's pick it up.
Yep.
Ugh.
You're hungry, actually. Correct?
I am very hungry. Like
Oh,
hungry.
Shit.
that's not a good amount of hungry.
Please eat before the furniture suffers.
Oh god.
Damn, Theo.
Hey, no.
If
Hey,
we're not careful,
nah.
we'll die.
You see, got a new message. You ignore it. Who do you phone?
Dorothea.
Dorothea, do you phone her?
Yeah.
Let me just quickly check something.
Will she answer?
No, she's gonna answer. Need to check.
My other blood bag killed herself and I haven't found a replacement yet, so
Okay, cool. Phone her up. As always. And, hey, Theo. How are you doing on this fine night? I just
I'm
finished
doing
painting something fucking...
Oh wow, I would love to see it. As soon as we have a moment. Would you like a seat?
Oh, you want me to come over? Okay.
Oh,
Over.
she's not over yet.
Yeah, you're on the phone with her. You're on the phone with
Oh, I'm
her.
on the phone. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. I would love to. I would love to maybe come over and have a look.
Yeah, of course. I can't really move it because.
Yes. Yes. Of course. Of course.
Okay, cool. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right. I'm gonna make my way over there.
You mission out. Olivia, you wake up. Sakar's place.
Mhm.
Sean, you woke up. You stayed at Sakar's place. Am I correct? We never sorted that out.
Actually, I have
No,
idea.
you went
This
with
could
no,
go
you
fi-
went with John.
Is it?
Yeah, you did go with John. Yeah. You wake up. How hungry are you?
I've got 2, so I'm pickish.
And Olivia?
1, because
One.
I ate the night before.
Ah. You wake up, and John is already up. And he, for the first time in what seems like forever, he did not actually wake you up.
Hey, man,
Usually he would be kicking you to wake up.
you're up early.
I
Special
had to
occasion?
make sure we were. I had to make sure we were properly stocked for this.
And
As long as Theodora can cough up some money temporarily, we should be fine.
okay, sounds good. Where's the drop off?
Mystic.
Not a
So
bit-
it's kind of on the way.
Yeah, isn't that a bit obvious though?
Obvious works well. You want to be somewhere that's public, so 2 people meeting each other doesn't look suspicious.
Sure. Makes sense. And can Theo cough up or not?
Well, I'm guessing she's still asleep because she hasn't touched her phone yet.
Olivia, what do you do when you wake?
Stretch. I'll probably get up and start packing for Kimberly. So I get blood drawing kits. Get some, like a little bowl. Not a big one, just big enough to use. And then obviously 2 blood bags just in case. And my needles, my throwing needles. My jacket, and then my insect with my little casted blood in it for clean of the insect.
Okay, yeah.
And I guess I will text everyone. Well, probably like John and Theo, Sean. We have a group chat, right?
You do have a
Don't we?
group chat, yeah.
I'm gonna message that group chat. It's been a while. Just ask where we're meeting up.
Get a message. All of you, except Theodora, you're actually focused on something totally different right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So both you, Sean, and
We will meet up at the car after picking up some friends.
that's the message.
Okay. Well, I'm already here. I'm ready to go. Tell me if you need anything.
I need Theodora to check her messages.
Theodora's a little bit busy.
Nice.
Why don't you just go to her studio, Send?
How much do we want me driving Zakar's classic vehicle around town?
As long as you fill up the petrol, I'm sure it's fine.
So,
I will walk to her studio because the studio is close, right? From the library.
Was 10, 15
yeah,
minutes?
it's gonna, from the library itself, it's, from the mall to her studio is about 10 minutes. And from the library to the mall is about 20 minutes. So, yeah, so you're looking at 35 odd minutes worth of walking.
Don't want to make that walk. Nah, I'm crazy.
Her place is about 5 minutes away, walking. That's probably one of the reasons why he chose her. Because she was close by and everything. It's a granny flat on the side of a, of a house. And but the house itself is very. You walk, you get to the house, and it's very. You look at it, and it's like this house has got artistic. There's, you get that sense of art is being enjoyed thoroughly throughout this entire house, and what you could surmise by looking at this house and the feeling you get is they probably like advertise this house like artists only.
I see.
Yeah, so it's one of those type of hippie artisty type. I'm not saying artists are hippies, but you know what I mean. It's those. There's statues everywhere. There's paintings hanging outside, and paint equipment lying around. Not messy, but artistically messy. Not going to take any
mess.
Organized mess. You're not going to take any negative while here. You open up the door, and what I need. Okay, you open up the door. Or the door is opened, and Dorothea is standing there, and she, her hand is wrapped in bandage. And there's some, well, you definitely know there's definitely blood in there, and also paint dropped on the thing. And she's wearing basically a white overcoat, and she relaxed jeans, white overcoat jeans, and an old t-shirt. That's torn. Interestingly, it's something like she's worn it for years, and she only uses it to come in. She uses her other hand to close the door, so she's right-handed, and she's using. Come look, it's gonna be fucking amazing.
Let me have a.
Yeah.
So let
You wanna...
me have a look. Let
Yeah, okay,
me
cool.
see 'em.
And it is basically the scene that she painted. It looks like the inside of a church with a walkway, and models posing. There are a bunch of priests, like models showing off clothes and whatever, and a bunch of priests sitting next to. It's called a catwalk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like they're rating them. A bunch of priests on the side. Yeah.
Oh, this is really beautiful. Controversial, but gorgeous.
Thanks. I call it the fallacy of religion.
Oh my.
I actually quite like that title. Suits
It
well.
is a very nice title.
And so one day this little art gallery he starts trying to make small talk, and she asked about how many people have bid on that one statue. Last time you checked there was about what?
15.
15 Ray. It's closer to 20 now, so it's about 18. Than you, like, immediately runs up. Like when you said 19,000, she like literally hugs you. As she hugs you,
I'm going.
You feel a little bit of wetness trickling down your
Yeah, it's the blood from her hand.
and her neck is right here. Right.
Yeah. I guess I'll turn my head and give her a nibble.
Now what I want you to do, roll me.
Da, 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 da. Hello? Why did it not roll? Oh, that's why. There we go. Ooh!
Ooh. Thank God.
And you drink.
Mm.
How much do you take?
I guess, enough to leave her weakened, but she's just gonna think that she's gotten the flu and she needs to sleep.
Oh, you're gonna use that power. Okay. You slate on hunger. And afterward, down with flu.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
I need you to go.
Shall I help you to your bed?
Yeah, sure.
Let me help you. Sucker.
You know, obviously, take off her clothes so she doesn't sleep with her freaking painting garment. And you walk out, and you turn around and you look at the apartment, her granny flat, and you think back and it's like, I'm not gonna let this.
Yeah, no. Gotta look after this one.
And the words that she's like, I want to stays with you for the rest. You're like you would when you're interacting with people, your mind will still wander.
All right.
And as you look at her, you're like, crap, I've got messages on the phone.
Oh,
About 45 minutes has passed. Then you will get the following message, chat and in private.
I'm gonna reply to the group. Sure, come over. I'll be home in 5 minutes. I have the cash for you.
As soon as my phone goes off, I'm in the car and on my way.
John follows you. Olivia, she's at her home. You're gonna stay there.
I'm just gonna stay at the library, yeah, because that's where everyone's meeting up. No point walking fucking 30 minutes.
You get back to your place. And one of the windows
Dun dun dun.
you walk in closer to inspect. It's as if something from outside broke. Or look through the window, no trace. Any ball or a brick, stone or whatever inside. But like it's broken, there's pieces of glass outside and the majority of the glass is inside.
Has it been punched? How far is it a glass just on the inside, or has it been? It looks like it's kind of been a hit with a force, so it's.
It looks like your first impressions was someone threw a stone into with massive.
Okay.
And there's pieces of there's shards of glass inside.
Okay.
Now walk around into the only door from, and the following sight. And it's basically the one wall facing the door. Big scratched outlet. Words. Question mark. And why? Scratched into.
Well, for one, I thought I had a burglary. Thankfully, it was just that, looks like it was just that little kid. Hell. Why would...
Zip open.
Belinda! Belinda! Belinda,
Mommy,
why did you do this?
why did you do this?
Belinda. I'm not your mom.
Are you the bad lady then? Dark place? Oh, then you're my mummy.
I am the one with the dark place, but I'm trying to help you.
Air of cold. And it's as if everything dead silent. You feel, for lack of a better word, you feel empty. And the only thing distracting you from that fact that lights shine through the gallery as the loud roaring comes to halt. And hear a knock at the door.
John, is that you?
Yes.
Oh, come on in.
You see the same sight hitting you? Tell me why?
I walk in, and the first thing I do is, you only have to have that happen the first time you visit a place, and also that's a myth.
What? Oh. I got confused for a second.
I'm
Also,
actually very
interesting
confused.
redecorating.
I still don't care.
A vampire being invited into a home.
Yeah.
Oh, but
You only have to do that the first time you visit, and also that's a myth.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, technically, depends on your bane.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends on your bane. And that approaches that you both see the Sean and John see the mommy why.
What the
It's the first thing you see when you walk in.
The little girl has been creative.
I take it if she actually had a physical body, she'd be getting a spanking right now.
Pretty much.
Makes sense. Last time I had crayons in my hand, I drew on my bedroom wall and got the beating of my life.
But I just need to try to stop her from doing this again, so I'm gonna have to have a little conversation with her.
Yeah, some polyfill will fix that.
Well, I can't leave that like that now. I'm gonna have to leave a message or a note for Amanda to cover this up somehow. Right.
Oh god, I can just imagine what's gonna go through her head when she sees that.
I don't know. I'm gonna tell her someone broke in and it wasn't vandals, and I have to speak to Belinda. I'm gonna walk to the back. First, I'm gonna grab some cash for John. John, how much do you need?
Zafa.
100K.
Yeah.
You don't have that in cash on.
No. How much do I have in cash on me?
Roll me. Roll me 2d. What is safe with? You could potentially roll 50-50.
Can I just roll 100?
No. To be.
Okay. Max, I can't see.
Zafa likes making things difficult.
Yeah, but my cat's in the way.
The problem is, here's the thing. 2 to 100 is better than 1 to 100.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You've got
Mathematically, it's about 2% better.
yeah. You've got 27K on you,
Right.
and about 19K. What you suggest the box below the statuette. So what is that? 27, 7, 46, 46. Yes, I can do math sometimes. So you've got 46K in total.
I can only give you 46K. It's all I have at the moment. In cash.
All right.
I hope that's going to be sufficient. Maybe we can give you a bit of a discount somehow. I don't know, but here you go.
Yeah, that's not how this works.
John and I are good at persuasion, but there's no ways we're gonna barter for 50%.
I'm gonna take the cash what I have in my wallet out and give it to him, and then get the rest of the cash out of the safe.
Yay.
That puts you up to 46,500.
Yay!
You do have other. You do have something up your sleeve. You've got the personal banker option, and you can literally phone them up, and with your credit score, you can probably you can push your daily limit to.
So maybe I should give my personal banker
He agrees to
a
it.
call. Yeah.
And
Go ahead, I did.
he agrees
I
to
like
it.
being me.
So you can go withdraw money and get 86,500.
That I can work with.
Yeah, we should be able to barter with that.
All right. We should go find ourselves an ATM so I can.
We're gonna skip past this, and you get the money and everything.
Yeah.
20 minutes pass, and you're back at the. John and Sean, are you gonna join them? Fedora?
Yes.
See how we do things on the street.
So basically, what happens is, the front seat lifts forward. Sean gets in. Front seat lifts back. Position. You get in. Next to John in Beetle. And you drive up the stick. Get there. You wait about 30, 40 minutes. And some of the car guards start speaking to Sean again.
Yay.
And you get a message on your phone
All right.
telling you go around the corner. Not a GPS location.
Yeah.
Turn around the corner, park there, guy gets out.
Mhm.
He doesn't introduce himself, opens up his trunk,
Mhm.
And there is 5 cases.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to walk up to him.
Mm. On a private message me do it on freaking stream because I can't.
No. I'm not gonna private message anything.
Okay.
I was just looking at my stuff real quick. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start by doing this with the non-discipline way, and then I'm just going to win if I have to. But we're gonna start this the non-discipline way, and I'm just gonna go. Money came up short. Here's 86. I'll take 4 bags instead of 5. And now you're 6 grand to the good.
Does a bit of math.
I give him time because, you know, it's going to take him a minute to divide by 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a bit of math, and he's like, no, I was told to deliver this.
Yeah, that's why I'm not taking full delivery.
You're taking.
You.
He moves to close. Ooh, he touched the trunk. It's slow motion, so you can still do shit.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Because I really don't want to burn my contact if I can avoid it. All right, so we're going to say the same exact thing this time, again, except this time I'm using Dominate.
Okay, he's.
I also have 4
He's
points.
immortal and
persuasion.
unexpected. I don't have to roll my Dominate.
Oh, you don't have to.
Nope, because he's.
Are you
mortal
gonna say
and-
that? Okay, are you gonna say the exact same thing, or are you just gonna say, "Give me everything. Here's the money.
No.
This is the
I'm
correct
gonna-
amount of money."
No, because then somebody's going to count it and I'm going to get fucked with that one. So instead, we're going to go. My money came up short. So here's 86 grand. And like you said, I'll just take 4 bags.
Is yes. And
There we go.
take 4 bags. Are you now? Which 4 are you going for? You go just for weapons, or take 3 bags? And what you think?
No, I'm just going to take the 4 bags of guns at this point then.
4 bags again. 4 cases.
Yeah.
And you hand him the times and
Yay! I'm going to carry 4 bags back to a Volkswagen Beetle.
yes. 2 of them will fit in the trunk of the Beetle. The other 2 bags will have to be next to
Not a problem. Back to Zakar's.
back to Zakar. After what seems like an eternity, Olivia, do you speak to Zakar all about some things? Show him the phone.
Probably not now. Kind of just focusing on.
He
Kimberly.
leaves you alone, and you do realize it's out of respect. You think it's out of respect that he wakes up, he greets you, and he goes. And okay, if you're walking around the library outside or inside, are you just mumbling about? Are you just stumbling about, or are you staying in the library?
I'm probably gonna be walking around the library, just looking at the books and stuff. And there was a book with Emery's photo, and I'd probably go look at that again, which was in one of the clubs in the university, and just do that.
Your eyes catch 3 different beam lights approaching the light. And
Like car lights?
car lights, yes. And they park outside the library. One gets out.
I start moving. I start moving towards the door.
Go down 2 stairs. So you're gonna go to the door side.
Yeah, because I want to see what's happening.
Yeah.
See if it's them.
So you go outside. It is 4 black sedan type vehicles. And there's people. Driver in each car. Well, they are obviously moving, but they're sitting there as if they're waiting for something. Yeah, as if they're waiting for something. 5.
There's the car.
Yeah, you use the car, yeah. He's like, oh, they've
Who's
arrived.
outside?
He comes out, he's like, oh yeah, they've arrived. And he walks over to one of them and he starts speaking to them.
I follow him a little bit distance.
You follow him, and basically, it's a gift, so to speak, from the Baroness. Help sort out this Herc shit. 3 cars waiting for you as a group. Basically, that's what it all boils down.
It's a car.
And he turns around and is like, yeah. He explains this and he's like, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Can we trust the drivers not to rat on us for what we're really gonna go do?
They were told not to ask questions.
Doesn't mean they won't answer them to the Baroness. Okay.
They're here for
You
the
trust
Herc.
it.
They're here for the Herc. Well, they're here to sort out the Herc stuff. They're not gonna. They're basically just chauffeurs. So
Well,
what
these
you
guys
tell
are
them is what they'll
listening.
tell the Baroness.
Oh, gonna go grab my bag. I'll go back in the library.
And so you're gonna grab your bag with stuff. As you exit, you guys approach.
Yay!
And you see 3 black sedans parked. And Olivia.
None of them resemble the sedan that we just did the arms deal with, right?
No.
Yeah.
Then
I
we're
knew
good.
that from what you said. I caught what you were saying. I'm letting you know the first thought that goes through my character's head is he's like, nope, nope, nope. All right, we're fine.
Fine, yeah. No, yeah. Nope. Okay, cool. And you see Olivia, I almost said Emery.
Fly casual.
See Olivia walk out of the library with a bag, and Zakar's like, he was on his way in and he turned around and he stopped and he waited. And once you get out, he waits and he just holds out his hand for you to do your stuff, but he's holding out his hand for a certain.
I give him his keys.
Yes. Happy. He's like,
I
well
even
then.
filled the tank for you and everything.
Yeah. Thanks, he says. Good luck with the, and he says it especially loud, good luck with the Herc situation.
Thanks.
And also, here's the address for Baron/Prince, whatever he calls him.
All right.
Got 3 cars at your disposal. How are you?
Armored convoy style. One in the front, one in the back, all of us in the middle one.
Really?
It's not the worst idea.
All right.
There's a small problem with that. Someone sitting in the car. Can't see them. There's an open space that you passed. And the space is usually
Alright.
the space is next to Theodora.
Okay, 2 cars it is, because Theodora has a special friend.
So how
By
are you
the way-
splitting this up?
By the way, before we go, here, Christmas.
Oh, is
Please
this
tell me
what
that-
my money has bought us?
Yes.
So what do we got? AK, M4, M16, M416,
If you
M16A4, Glocks, mini Uzis.
just give me.
Is it gonna fit in my purse?
No.
No.
What if you had an Uzi, maybe?
How big's an Uzi?
About this big.
So you can hold it in a hand.
Okay.
That's what Google searches are for.
Fully automatic when a 25 round.
We are in the library. You can just go look.
Trying to search up some. Went for the chocolate, right?
Yes.
And the chocolate was the a lot of people came from.
Yeah, full
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically AK-47.
AK's
Works for me.
And there are, now I need to get my terminology correct.
Very user friendly.
They are very user friendly. Just point and shoot, basically. Even if the
Little
barrel is bent, you just turn slightly to the side and just compensate for it.
Pretty much.
There's I don't know my terminology. I'm so fucking sorry. Clips, ammo,
Yeah.
Banana
magazines,
Clips, yeah.
Magazines.
magazines. That's the word I'm
Banana
looking for.
clips.
Yes, the magazines. Per gun, there's 10 magazines.
Jesus.
Lots of sprinkles.
It's South Africa. This shit is actually really cheap.
Yeah.
The expensive bit came in from like, hey, let's just make sure this ain't traceable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The expensive part of this was the fact that it was a rush delivery in 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's why this was expensive.
I mean, if you planned it way out well before, you would have gotten it for less than $100 per gun.
Yeah.
It's South Africa.
okay.
That's actually true, unfortunately. Arrgh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're paying for you're paying for the delivery charge. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So, who of you are reasonably proficient on guns?
Not me.
Nobody, but they won't know that when we're carrying them.
Yes. Okay, cool. So how do you split yourselves up in the cars? Oh, before you split yourself up, like the car's like, it's advisable to just have one car go back. Don't want to overextend our or her hospitality.
That's fair.
At least one car should go back.
Yeah.
She gives you more than you need, and then she expects you to give her something of, she gives you her hand and expects you to give back the pinky, at least.
Okay.
Yeah. Or at least
Sounds
the pinky and ring finger.
Okay, well, send the last car back. I'll ride shotgun with Theo and the kid, and John and Sean in another car.
Works for me.
Cool.
Cool.
Drive off. Hour drive, roughly. Well, they're good drivers. Let's make it an hour and 10 minutes. It's actually closer to then let's make it about an hour drive. And you approach Kimberly. And you do know that the address that they gave you on the other side. So if Bloemfontein is here, Kimberly is here, the Baron's place is on the other side of Kimberly.
Okay. How big is Kimberly?
Um,
Compared to Bloemfontein?
Compared to Bloemfontein, Fokken klein. Very small.
Okay.
Yeah. Very compared to Bloemfontein, it's literally a case of like
You can drive through it like while eating a packet of chips.
it's built in such a way that no matter from which angle you enter Kimberly, like if you're going from Joburg and you have to drive through Kimberly, you're basically going to miss 90% of Kimberly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you go from Bloemfontein to, let's say, Uppington, you're just skidding past the city. You're still driving through it, but it's literally like, okay, cool, they've got a mall. They've got a mall.
Wow.
One shopping mall.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it's literally at the point when you enter Kimberley, it's like, oh, here's the mall. Nice. And you drive on.
Okay.
So you pass the mall. There's one thing you forgot to ask, though. Or one
Who
thing
is
you
sitting
find
next
out.
to me?
No. You know who's sitting next.
She's your special friend.
Oh, they've got 2 malls. Sorry, they've got 2 malls. Sorry, Kimberly's got 2 malls. I just know about the one. But still, they've got 2 malls. That makes them big. Whoa.
I forgot to check something.
What did you forget?
Don't know. I got my food.
Ooh, really? You got your food in Kimberly?
No, not yet.
Just making sure.
Not yet. But I did eat.
Yet, very uneventful drive in Kimberly. If you guys want to talk about something very uneventful, you ask the driver to play Enya, and the radio just fucks out. Completely. Fucks out.
Smart radio.
You listen to whatever the hell you listen to, Metallica, frickin' Led Zeppelin,
Hey,
whatever.
Sean, aren't you glad we're not in the Enya mobile?
Oh, thank God.
While we're going through there, I'm going through my phone, looking at my contacts.
Mm-hmm. The only contact you know that's well connected in the art world outside of Bloom, with, well, the indie art scene, if you will, is Dorothea. It's convinced she's got a gold. A food
Great.
or contact.
Okay. I'll have to wake her up then. Not now. But
Later.
on.
Yeah. When you think she slept enough.
Yeah.
So you get to the outskirts. It's a farmhouse. Very open. Not a lot of tree. And all of you roll me wits and awareness. Hey, this is the first time you're all rolling wits and awareness.
This is my first roll of the day. I finally get to roll.
Awareness and wit.
Where's awareness?
One.
Ah, there it is.
Jesus, Theo.
Sorry, I don't have a
Awareness.
God damn.
awareness. Wits. Sorry, I don't have my mouse. I'm using my pad. It takes forever. There you go.
Safa, I'm gonna willpower 3 of those dice.
Okay, roll power 3 of. Cool. That's enough. You
3
want a
successes
willpower?
is much better than 1.
Yeah, what is it? WP reroll.
Oh, you can't really do 3 because 2 of them are hunger. You can.
Okay. Then we'll ignore that roll for a second, and I'll do another one. Nah.
Nope.
Oh well.
How many dice suffer?
You can. Where's you want to reroll? Let me just find you.
I'm on 2 hunger.
You're on 2 hunger. You can basically reroll that 1 dice up to 3 dice, excluding hunger.
Fuck.
I always forget the excluding hunger part.
We'll just reroll the 1. So that's 2 successes.
Got 2 successes. So successes. Yes. No. Okay. Those with 2 successes are
Everyone but me.
everyone but you. You guys, as you drive towards this farm, you do see about 3 or 4 tiny red dots around the house. And Olivia with... Not Olivia, Dora. Dora with a massive... one of those dots are actually following your car. It's as if they're looking at you. Do you mention the dots to him, Sean? What's this red thing?
You think red dots at night on the corners of a house? That's most likely cameras, right? Like infrared or night vision, probably.
Who's got military experience here? Who's got military experience?
I have 2 points of
Negative.
technology. That's about it. No military experience.
It's okay. But when you say that out loud, you realize, oh, it's actually
Yeah.
it's
exactly.
laser sights.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
What do you guys say when you see this? Do you see? Well, the one. It looks like it's moving with the cars. Not focused on.
Looks like someone's watching.
Yep.
Corpse lights.
Hmm.
What? And 2 guys. And like we've been informed by Mistress Michelle stopping by,
Yeah.
and we have to do this. We're gonna pat you down. Make sure you've got bar 4 bars. The Baroness did promise us there's nothing happening, but any and all weapons you have on you, they will take to this. Got weapons on you? Do you have your needles on you inside your jacket pocket?
I always have them on. That's the issue.
That's the issue. They take that out. They take they find the vial.
That is blood. Gonna be not gonna lie, it's just my blood. You know, emergencies, transfusions. I'm anemic.
You literally have this big of a vial of blood with you. How will this help in your anemia?
Especially when you're also already carrying bags. That's not a smart play.
Yeah.
That's just like an emergency. I got more in my bag just in case I need it all boost.
They take the vial off. Side.
Okay, if I die though, I'm coming after you when I'm the ghost.
Ghost, and they laugh. And
Ghosts aren't real.
Oh my goodness! If only they knew.
and one guy leads you towards the front door, and he opens up two big wooden doors. Upwards. Outer doors always open up upward. No, inwards. Yeah, outwards? No, inwards.
It looks like you're just rowing the boat.
Rowing the boat. No, they're opening inwards for
Rowing the boat.
security reasons because you gotta open them to run out. Not gonna push them out to run. Anyway, they open inwards. And he opens
They
them.
open correctly.
They open correctly. And the doors creak. Camera fades.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, that's the end.
Of everything.
Of everything.
Wonderful.
The doors creak inwards, or the doors creak open, and everything explodes.
We all die.
Bye, guys. Bye. See ya.
Tripwire. Boom, we're all dead. Okay, it's over.
So what do you guys? What's the one thing that stood out? One thing that someone did that stood out, or something that happened that stood out.
I don't know. I quite like the chemistry that Second and Minnie May had tonight.
Wait, chemistry?
Yeah, just the constant bickering and just seeing the two sides like clash. I quite enjoyed that.
I thought we were actually pretty civil this episode.
You were actually pretty fucking civil.
We were pretty
Yeah.
civil.
The one thing that
actually
weren't-
agreed.
We kept the tension, but we
That's
kept
why-
it.
That's why I said
subdued.
bicker and not fight.
The tension that actually happened today was between Minnie and
Mm.
Olivia and Theodora.
She messed with my books.
Mm-mm.
You know what? I'm gonna go to your studio and mess with your shoes and see how you feel about it.
Don't
You have
dare
no.
touch
You
my-
have no
Don't touch
remorse.
my shows.
You have no remorse over my book. It's not fair.
Touching
It's not
my
right. I gotta teach
Don't
you.
you be touching my shoes. No. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Well, the difference is not every book is a work of art, and
It's true.
every
No,
pair of
every
Louis
book
Vuittons
is. Every book holds some form of treasure. You just gotta find it.
Ooh, there's bickering happening between the cast, not the characters.
Drama alert!
Drama alert. Yeah. I like the whole Olivia trying to calm down Theodora personally. Well, fighting, trying,
But
you know,
working it out.
yeah, but working it out. I like the whole Enya thing that didn't work out in the end. The way you handled the exchange,
Mm,
pretty
that's
damn
good.
cool. You came in with a
I
plan.
Guys, we also were so organized this episode. We actually have a plan, except run it and blow shit up.
I know. We thought things through.
Well,
Wow,
I
that's
think
so
the
not
difference
like us.
is
I think we should score extra humanity just for that.
the difference is a small lab of people that may or may not be vampires that we can be a little bit more gung ho with. An entire city of anarchists, not a good idea to walk in when we don't have home field advantage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I liked John's jokes tonight.
Thank you.
He was full of
Zaka.
jokes. Yeah.
Zuka. I actually enjoyed the moment when talking to Sean, where he went from, we're just going to destroy all of them, and it'd be like, and you realize they may be much more than just a bunch of human pedos, right? And just watching the wheels turn in his head of, oh, all right, maybe we'll go slower.
So, just a quick recap. What is the plan specifically?
Not telling you, you're gonna use it against us.
I'm not going to use it against you. I've already got the
That's
plan.
bullshit.
I've already got events planned out. The thing is, I need to adapt it to your plan. If adapt it, and
Okay.
not going to kill
So,
you, but I need to. Like, if you're going to go, we're going to do this.
Baron is going to be that we are going to explain we are here looking into a drug issue that we know is not going to be in his purview at all, but we were told by somebody bigger than us to go here, so we're going to go here, not cause problems, and probably be gone in a day. That's my plan for him.
Okay.
Be like, look, I know you're not involved. I know you're not involved. You know you're not involved. Our boss doesn't know that, so she's wasting our time. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
And then the plan is going to be to have Theodora approach the guy and see if she can get inroads. And if she can't, then we're just going to sell them Sean. Because we've been trying to get rid of the kid the entire campaign anyway.
Yay! I feel the love. I just want to let you know I've saved your asses on multiple occasions. Just by the
Really
way.
though, have you?
Really?
Have you
So, Dawn,
Mm.
are you ready for some sweet, sweet love and babe?
though?
I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. That's not
Somebody
how
put
it's.
that.
That's not how it's gonna. I'm a bit more mature than that. I was just waiting to do the whole attempt to do the whole Barry White voice, and I failed.
Is that what we're gonna call this episode? Am I ready for some sweet, sweet loving?
I still need an idea for an episode title.
That's probably a good title.
But yeah, we're gonna do the after show now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you everybody for watching. Sorry for that internet hiccup. Hopefully the recording did not mess up there. And hopefully on YouTube it's a more smoother ride. But yeah, we will see you next time. Thank you everybody for watching. And until...
Thank you, Aunt Smiler.
Thank you, and Fuck off. And until then, thank you. Okay, tonight we had Anne Smiler describing, which is amazing.
Woohoo!
Yeah, great to see you all online. Hope this does not make a sound for everyone. No, it didn't. But yeah, thank you everybody, and we shall see you next week. Same time, same place.
Yeah.
And Minnie May will be in a different location again.
Yep.
It's my
Or the
thing. I'm just gonna keep
old-
doing it
Old location
every
again.
week. New place.
Yeah, every
One
week.
day it's gonna be the bathroom. Then
Yes.
I have to start getting worried.
Trust me, you never know. I'm running out of things.
And then yeah, we will see you next week, where they go explore Kimberly's hole. John or Second Class, do yourself a favor and just search for Kimberly, South Africa. Just search for
Okay.
that, and you'll know the
I have to
hole.
search for Kimberly, South Africa, because if I search for Kimberly's hole, it'll be an entirely different
Yes,
thing.
it would be a very different thing.
Very
So make sure you say
different
Kimberly.
Yes, you
South
need to actually
Africa.
search for it in Afrikaans to find Kimberly's hole. So
Kimberly
just
South.
for those of you who don't know, just search Kimberly, South Africa on Wikipedia. Make it even safer, and it'll literally tell you why we're talking about the hole.
Yeah.
About Kimberly's hole
Kimberly's hole, yes.
and why we're entering it.
Yes.
Guns are blazing.
Yes.
Wow.
Anyway,
I can keep going.
and I'm gonna cut it right there. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next time. Awkward wave time. Bye.